Good afternoon and welcome to a watch along video. Today we're going to watch the Transformers live stream and comment on it and react to it. Yeah! A blind reaction video to something that I have no idea what it looks like. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and... There it goes. Alright, let's turn it up a bit. No, don't fall.
We're going to talk about what everybody's here for, the plastic. So we pipelined all of today's reveals on our last fan stream.
We got Rodimus Prime here from Kingdom holding up the phone.
Studio Series 86
You can get a good look at that
phone. You can see him
phone.
on screen in his lion mode. Check out those sick
It'd been nice if my phone case actually had a stand. That would have been cool. Why don't they do that now?
Very famous.
So let's see what we got.
That he comes with.
I'm going to have to take my earbud out.
Famous. That's a great way to
We're
put
going
it.
to call it famous. So yeah. So Evan's
All
getting
right.
set up on the table here. We'll show you what's going on. So good.
Show you all everything that.
Yeah, everything that you talked about last time, that you teased us with.
Yeah. Well, Blaster's here because obviously just the whole functionality of it. So okay. 86 Steeljaw obviously showed up in the movie. It was one of Blaster's cassettes. Happy to finally bring him here because I feel like a lot of Blaster's cassettes usually get like.
Darn right. I've been waiting for some Blaster stuff for a while. Like, you give us Blaster and never a little add-on kit like you did with Soundwave. It's kind of been ridiculous.
Yellow redeco of Ravage, and we're calling it Steeljaw, and it's like, boy, that's a stretch. But
Like
yeah,
in Siege, we got all
actually, I think
sorts
a
of
lot the stream
cassettes,
is
but
mostly Hisui.
it's like the moment
yeah,
you
this
came
is
out
a
with
Hisui special
Blaster,
right
you
here.
just decided to stop.
So yeah, here we have 86
It
Steeljaw.
sucks.
He looks fantastic. The only thing that we really deviated from the original model was he's supposed to have gold eyes, but no matter.
No, I can't remember if
the gold and
Steeljaw is the
yellow
Rhino
weren't
or the
showing up that well,
Lion.
so we changed them to blue just so that they
Pretty
would pop.
animation-y in general. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's got
like a lot of
blue
Autobots
eyes.
have that classic blue eye, so that's why we did that.
Blue
and then, of
eyes,
course,
yellow lion?
obviously, he turns into his cassette mode, and the cassette
can't
can
remember
go
if
inside
he's a
Blaster.
lion or a
Obviously,
rhino.
compatibility there. But he also comes with speaker. The speaker weapon actually ended up showing up in season 2 of the series.
He
where
said it like it was the name of the
Blaster
character.
fights
Guys,
Soundwave. This
This
was
is
like
my
one of
friend
Hisui's ideas,
Speaker.
where it's just like, oh, let's make it so that Steeljaw can also use this as a weapon.
The most ridiculous accessory ever.
But then it can come off, and Blaster can actually wield it as well. So, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, to kind of recreate that scene.
well, that's cool.
So, just kind of bringing that in there, giving more accessories, more fun. to
Well,
these
yeah, I
characters.
mean, you
Justifying the
are
core price
making
point,
us
giving you a cassette,
buy
stuff,
a Transformer we've already gotten in
also
Studio Series
cross-selling, if you'd
86.
like to do that. So, like, if you don't
Perceptor.
already have your 86 Blaster, you have a chance. He's out there now. You can go pick him up.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So let you complete that scene. All right. So
Just a few more cassettes to go.
just get in there.
Yeah,
Get in there.
we're
All
getting
right.
there.
I still have to get
up
myself
next,
to hold
we
the
have
Twin-cast.
our video game universe, War for Cybertron. So you can see here on the screen our deluxe class Decepticon Trooper. This is him in bot mode. Some cool
Did you say
green,
deluxe
purples, and
class
grays going on
Decepticon
there. Then we
Sweeper?
can see his vehicle mode here, and then let's talk about this Troop Builder.
One of the first troop builder we're doing from the video games. So it's pretty exciting. In the concept art for this guy, he's always shown as like black and purple,
Yep.
but in the games, he's actually this gunmetal in green.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is fascinating. It's like going back over and looking at the scene, like the very first grunt that Megatron destroys is this grunt.
Okay.
And he was these colors. I was like, oh wow. But I just think the game overall is so dark
Yep.
that everybody just assumed, oh, just like in the concept art, he's supposed to be black and purple, right? And it's like, well, no, this is what he looked like in the game. But yeah, so worked on this with Shusan. This guy is a partial of the Barricade figure that Sam and him worked on together. So he is big for a deluxe.
He is.
He turns into the car mode
no.
that he had, and he also still has the weapon swapping gimmick where you can pop off his arm, pop on the weapon.
Perfect.
There you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, like I said, troop building, this is really awesome. You can buy a bunch of these, start building out those toy scenes. We love seeing the fan toy picks. It's really cool. You can kind of like, this is
And
kind
I
of a
don't
chance
like
for
that whole
Transformers to
pop
have
off
its,
the
you know,
arm
Cobra
and
Bat
pop on the weapon
almost
thing.
kind
You,
of.
you couldn't figure out how to
I mean,
just
like, and with Optimus Prime's
make
axe, you can
us
make it seem like, oh, they
fold
cut
out the
this arm
weapon or
off.
transform the
Yeah.
arm into the weapon.
So, all
That
right.
would have been cool.
So, that's pretty fun. So, we want to talk live action? I think we should do a live action.
Sure,
All
let's
right.
switch.
All right, so let's check out Skywarp here. You can see him in his bot mode.
Skywarp?
Doesn't love a nice speaker. And then you can see Skywarp here in his alt mode. Incredible.
Tetrajet.
Oh, good old Tetrajets here.
Oh
Again,
no, it's
Bumblebee
another one of those
racing
worst
on Cybertron
Tetrajet
start of the
ever
movie.
figures.
So,
I
let's talk
absolutely
about it.
despise
I
the
like
Bumblebee
purple, so
version of the
I'm all in on this.
Tetrajet.
Yeah, I know.
How are you
it's
supposed to
fair.
put that on a stand?
After black, let's
And
get
the
it right.
stand holder is
Alright,
on the
so,
gun.
This is
You
Skywarp.
can't
In my
have it
head, I
sitting
always
on
have
a
to be like, it's
stand.
not
It just
Thundercracker.
doesn't
I always
work.
associate dark colors with thunder, so that's why
It's
I always
honestly,
go, this is
I mean, the
Skywarp.
transformation's cool, but
Who
with
may
no
or may
place
not
to
have
display
bit the
it, the
dust
vehicle
by
mode sucks.
B127 at the
In
beginning
my
of the movie,
opinion.
but we'll say that was Hot Link.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It works.
yeah.
There's a lot of people in a big battle, and
Yeah, there's a lot of color overlap there. You never know. So obviously, this is a redeco that you've seen before by Sam and Kunihiro-san. What's amazing is they planned out a lot of this in advance. So one of the big differences is the orientation of the wings for all the characters. So for Skywarp, the wings are like down.
Okay.
And pointed, and then every other one's had like different orientations that they were sticking at. He also has Blitzwing's head, where it has like a gas mask.
Interesting.
It's really interesting. I really like them, and when you build out a Seeker army, they always look very cool and very imposing together. And this kind of completes that original trio, so it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty big Voyager too. Like it's beefy.
He is beefy. Wings and like when you get to wings, it always adds more mass to it than there's actually there.
It's true.
Which we say is whenever we have to sell something into marketing, it's always just like, why do the jet characters always look so much bigger? It's the wings. It's because it's flat plastic. It makes it look bigger.
It's easier. We can fit it.
Yeah, they don't need 6 wheels. That's why.
All right, so that's our Voyager.
Yeah.
Wave, right? Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So this next one got a lot of conversation online following the Space Bridge reveal, but let's check out Leader Class 86 Springer. Here you see him in his bot mode. You're probably saying, what is that thing in his hand aside from the sword? We'll get into that. You can see him here first in his first of 2 alt modes, his helicopter mode, and then lastly, you can see him here in his car.
I really hope this isn't just a retool of the Siege mold.
We will talk about this here.
And the Siege was neat.
I am told Springer has better things to do tonight than die.
But I'm hoping they did
I
better.
hope I have better things to do than die tonight as well.
Please don't leave me. Yeah.
So yeah, well, we got accessories.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously this is another Hasui-san that I worked on with to make this happen. This is a partial of the original, I believe it was the War for Cybertron Siege.
I think it's Siege, yeah.
Yeah, Springer, which was a fantastic figure, but there were just some things about it that needed to be updated in order to bring it into 86. So he is slightly taller than that figure because he has new chest, new head, new shoulders, obviously, to get that rotation. His hands now have hand hinges.
Ooh.
He comes with a lot more accessories. So you're seeing his animation accurate blaster, which I think a lot of people will be like, oh, this is the blaster that Ultra Magnus used in the scene that they animated wrong. It's like, oh, well, now you can recreate that if you want.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always like, oh, what do I talk about next? The catapult missile. That scene is so iconic because I remember laughing seeing that as a child and being like, that is so cool that he said that line. So we definitely had to make sure that he came with that.
He comes with the
hold
catapult
it,
missile?
But it also has like a 5mm port, so you
that's
can put blast
cool.
effects to make it seem like he just launched it from the catapult, and I don't know, maybe it's going to crash into somebody huge.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
Could be.
He does come with an animation accurate sword as well for when he's fighting Wreck-Gar, so if you have our 86 Voyager Wreck-Gar, you can recreate that scene.
Even better.
Oh, that's
His
cool.
helicopter blades obviously then convert into like a bigger, wider sword, so you can have him dual wield. He does come with a few of the original blasters that he held from the War for Cybertron Siege molds, and then we had a little bit of room left in the tooling, and Hasui-san was like, what if we gave him like a Wrecker hammer?
I love it.
Yeah, we were just like, yeah, sure, why not? It wasn't really featured in the movie or anything like that.
But it's a good reason. We have the room. We may have put in there. If you've been buying our Wreckers collection, like this is a chance to, armor up your bulkhead or however you want. Maybe there's more characters coming that makes sense to hold a hammer. I don't know.
You never know. It could be fun, and it's just a fun accessory. But
Yeah.
I really like
Sounds
this
like a
figure,
fun
obviously. I like the triple changer, and he has such a unique form factor to him that it's just, he really always has stood out a lot as like a very unique character.
Always like Springer.
I mean, it's fun. Who doesn't like a helicopter that also turns into a car? And then again, the new shoulders and the hands, and like really justified like why he needed to be updated to be 86. Yeah. So there's a lot going on here. Again, all the accessories.
But he was a Voyager
class,
class,
I think that will
so
answer a lot of
I hope they've done a
You
lot
just
to
reminded me, we were able to fit
add
in
the $25
just one little
at
secret
onto
into
it.
his wrist.
22.
Hasui-san, just brilliant. At the very when Springer is introduced in the movie, they're under attack by Decepticons, and he has like a little blaster that like pops out of his arm, and we actually were able to get that into the wrist.
Oh, that's
So
neat.
It actually, you can get a blast effect on there. It's a little tricky, but it is there. And then it just...
I have faith. Our fans will make it work. I'll see all the pictures when this comes out later this summer, I think it is. So he's we're showing you them a little early, so hopefully everybody get a chance to check this out. So, but speaking of synergy, you know what else is happening in May with Springer? Springer's joining Void Rivals. So let's check out the cover here for Void Rivals.
Oh, snap!
We totally planned.
They're bringing Springer into Void Rivals.
Our ongoing Energon Universe comic books with our partners over at Skybound.
I'm curious what he'll be doing in Deep Space.
Wednesday, May 22nd. That's New Comic Book Wednesday.
I've been following the Transformers, the Skybound comics on Go Beyond Comics. It's been pretty cool.
So that'll be fun. No spoilers. All the spoilers on the internet, but yeah. So yeah, you'll be able to pick that up again. Void Rivals, Springer's going to show up, issue 9, May 22nd. Pick it up at your comic book store. So
that's awesome. It's been a fantastic comic so far. I've been enjoying everything Energon Universe
is doing. Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, I'm loving this Energon Universe stuff.
Ben, they're just like their whole team.
It's so good.
Everything they work on. Every time I get a new comic shipment, I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
Because there's almost something every week, pretty much, with the whole way the world goes. So I love it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this next one's actually pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much everything I wanted back in the 80s. It might be my favorite figure of the day. We're gonna talk about Deluxe Class 86 Bumblebee. So let's check him out here in his bot mode.
Oh!
That's just
beautiful. Did they retool it?
Check him out here in his little tiny car mode.
Is he gonna be a parts former?
So good. It's
cross your fingers, hope he's not a parts former.
Alright, let's talk about him.
Sure. So this is another Hisui-san special.
Good old
Hisui-san. So this is our A+ series deluxe Bumblebee.
So yeah, the A-level assortment. So these are the always-on items that will be available on shelf this summer. They're starting to set, I think, around July for us. And you'll be able to get Bumblebee and that Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. Again, if you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, this will be the item you can go and get out at retail. It'll be out there, I promise. You'll be able to get it.
Yeah. So I don't even know where to begin.
I hope so.
So essentially, this is just an 86 Bumblebee. So, but what we've done here is that we wanted to bring in like the penny racer aspect of the original toy and what was kind of shown in the animation a lot of times. Yep. So that's what we've done here. And also, he is not a parts former. Everything just flips and flaps and converts and hangs out on his back.
Is he a mini masterpiece? Is he like 38 steps and it's going to take me forever to play with him?
No, he's not that bad. No, I wouldn't say that at all. One thing that people are probably like, why are his windows gray like that? It actually ended up being because of the engineering. From the way that we kind of had to compress everything like that, some of his pieces and hinges had to be PA, and that kind of like receded into the windows. So there was going to be this weird cutout where they were that gray color instead of blue. So we were like, okay, let's just paint them all gray, and that will be kind of a reference to the original toy. So that's kind of what we did there. But what's really fun is Hisui-san was able to figure out a way that in the original show, he always had like the Autobot emblem on like the front of the hood, but it always disappeared when he transformed. And so we actually can do that now. It like goes away when he converts. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just a nice figure.
Still wizards.
Yeah, always.
Always wizards. So,
well, that's
this one,
pretty cool.
Again, part of that A-level assortment. He will be available for pre-order today in limited quantities, but you'll be able to hunt him all summer long. So, no worries about getting this Bumblebee. We will make sure this Bumblebee gets in your hand.
I'm pre-ordering that today.
There's a lot of them coming because who doesn't want their perfect penny racer Bumblebee?
Yeah. He's so much fun.
Yeah, he's fun. He's a lot of fun. He's been great to play with through the entire development cycle. Alright, so that rounds out our Studio Series items for the day. We have one more new reveal to get to. This one is a Pulse exclusive. We alluded to this last time. We showed off the comic art from Dan Kana. So let's check it out. Officially, Leader Straxus. You can see him here in his bot mode. These colors are very comic striking, beautiful. And then you're probably all wondering, like, wait, it's the alt mode. So here you go. You can see exactly where we went.
You mean his comic book accurate alt mode?
That's right. I mean, a lot of people maybe don't know, though. So.
No, it's one of those weird things where it's like, wow, that original alt mode was very Galvatron.
I have to look up this Straxus. I don't know that one.
But yeah, here we go. Leader class Straxus.
I love this.
Yeah, he is, and of course, as I was setting up, he is a partial off of the Kingdom Galvatron that we did before. This is another one that I worked on with Hisui-san. He just went ham on it. It's fantastic. We made sure to get his pickaxe in there, because this guy, he is the Lord Governor of Polyhex, and he has quite a fascination and love of smelting pools and things of the like. He was a very interesting character.
Are those wings on the axe hinged? Like they're hinged?
Yeah, because when he converts, he always had like these weird wing tips, and so yeah, Hisui-san was like, "We'll do it like that," because a lot of times, I think the very few other times that we have done a Straxus toy, we always made the axe turn into the gun barrel, and it was very weird. But in this particular instance, the gun barrel is actually just a separate blaster that stores on his back. Yeah, or he can just wield.
So good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun going on here.
Yeah, and then of course something I wanted to bring in, like, because there's always questions on like why these colors, and what we were doing is we were referencing like the original comic book where it's a lot of blues and reds. So the very first appearance, like he was one that, like, even when Hisui-san and I were starting this and talking about it, it was like, so
neat,
what,
but
what
not
color
really what
scheme
I'm
are
getting.
we doing? Because there are
I was
so
hoping
many,
they'd say something
and they
about
go
Studio
so many
Series
different ways,
86
and
Optimus
we're like,
Prime.
okay, well, we're going to do first appearance. That's what we're going to do here.
And I hope it's like coming through. These colors in person
No
are very
fine
striking.
information
It's like a
yet.
very, very rich blue.
Yeah.
So incredible stuff. All right, let's check out the front of the box here. We're going to throw that up on the screen for you. You can see which comic cover this was based off
You got a box.
But we're also going to grab the packaging for all three of them so you can see exactly how the spine looks together.
Oh.
Or how far we are so far.
Yeah, we're building out that picture. So
They've actually been making a picture with that stuff. So if you combine the comic universe things, they all combine together packaging-wise. That's pretty neat.
Somebody's hand.
I see a hand. Something going on there. Maybe there's a fourth one that we haven't, constantly been alluding to, so it's definitely coming. So yeah, really awesome. Again, shout out to our packaging team and Amy for making this come together. It's just super fun. And I think Marcelo did the artwork on all that.
Marcelo did the artwork on the spines.
Yeah,
they're fantastic. Yeah.
So,
What's up, Sugar?
all right, so
Hey, Sugar Cat.
I think that does it for product reveals. So, our friends over at Beyblade and Takara Tomy have a new line coming out called Beyblade X. So they brought the next version of Beyblade to life with partnership with us. It's coming out this summer. So there's a new Transformer Beyblade coming, was revealed this morning. So let's check out this little launch video.
That's cool. I mean, Beyblades have always been kind of like little Transformers. I think I got a Beyblade thing over here. Cool. Yeah. There's my little Beyblade guy. Look at him. He's a little bitty, like, dragon thingamajigger.
That video's pretty awesome, isn't it?
And he folds into a little ball.
It's great. We got Tops here with us.
I have no idea what that commercial was about. It was like, we just had a dubstep break. There you go. Little Beyblade ball.
3, 2, 1, let it rip.
Oh no.
You may remember from the Transformers digital tops but now they get to come to life for the first time. So
yeah, and you seal it in this little ball, and then at some point it
it makes a lot of
split
sense.
open.
Transformers and Beyblade are made by the same company, Takara Tomy, along with us. So yeah, we're finally just doing a little bit of cross-pollination.
Yeah. So these items are featuring your authentic Takara Tomy die-cast metal tops with fan-favorite characters such as Optimus Primal, Starscream, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. And these collab tops work in the all-new Beyblade X Battle Set.
No, nobody gives any love to
Pretty
Megatron.
fun to watch.
I worked on
Like,
Beyblade for a couple
Beast
years, so
Wars.
yeah, it's very exciting.
All right, so the new Transformers X Beyblade tops are available for pre-order exclusively on Amazon tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Honestly,
Eastern, and the Beyblade X Battle Set is available now.
I didn't even buy
Amazon.
this. I just found him in a bucket of Lego.
Very cool stuff.
So, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, it's
your little feet
80s
out.
week over here this week in Transformers land. So
It's always 80s week. What are you talking about?
So, in case you missed it yesterday, we have a series of stop motions that will be going up on social this week to help celebrate 80s week, and yesterday's was something everybody did back in the 80s. Jazzercise, yay! So, let's check that out quick, and we'll bring Kelly up from the franchise team to talk about some other exciting updates we
Jazzercise?
have coming.
That sounds weird. Are you going to say something? Please say something. So far, I don't know what's going on. I've got no idea what's going on.
Did I hear jazzercise?
Oh, it's a wild Kelly.
We summoned her.
So, that video was great. Good old Grumpy Face himself getting some much needed exercise in that video, but be sure to keep your eyes on
True.
Transformers social channels all week and the rest of these nostalgic stop motions. But that's not all. This week, starting tomorrow night, as well as on Saturday and Sundays, our partners at Trafalgar have brought the special cinema experience that will take fans to the very beginning as the original voice actors team up for the first time in decades to revisit their characters and recreate the enduring magic of Transformers.
So the event features an exclusive behind-the-scenes table read with the original cast, including Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, shown on split scene with pilot episodes More Than Meets the Eye Part 1,
Better bring in
followed
Victor
by the
Carolli.
next 3 episodes
I need
in the
my
first
narrator.
series. And fans can experience the original Saturday morning cartoon on the big screen for the first time and relive its evolution over the years with a sneak peek of the new season of Transformers Earthspark. It's the perfect event for fans old and new.
That's great.
Like me, because I turned 40 like the brand yesterday. So, tickets are on sale at selected cinemas. You can go to Transformers40thcinemaevent.com. Again, that's with the 40th, not the whole word, just to clarify that for you. I myself have tickets for this weekend showing, taking my daughter for the first movie theater experience. She gets to see that on the big screen. So, that's right.
That's
Sure,
cool.
get there early, see the pre-roll stuff, and you get to see this guy.
You're setting her up to always expect you before a movie.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of funny. She'll be super disappointed. We're just
Yeah.
going to get her ready for being an adult right now.
Yeah,
So-
sure. This is great. This is the perfect time to do that.
Yeah. So again, it's Transformers40thcinemaevent.com to purchase your tickets now. These showings are again tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday.
That's right. So you guys might remember a while back, we brought on Matt Ferguson to talk about his vinyl artwork. Well, today we wanted to give you a look at the artwork in its full and final glory. And we've got some samples here today to announce that Pulse will actually have their very own exclusive version of the album. We did a quick mock-up here. Ooh. So there's
Oh, your own
only
exclusive version.
2,500 of these available.
We need to go
So
to
it has
your
the special art indicating that
janky
inside
website and get it.
you will get.
I
Can I borrow
don't
your
like
fan
Pulse
hands here?
exclusives.
The Optimus Prime version, which is
It's like
red
a toy
and blue
company
swirls,
making
and
toys
the
and then
Bumblebee
telling all the
version,
toy stores
which is
around the
yellow and
world,
black
you
swirls.
can't have
Also
these
full
toys
icons.
because
Yeah,
we're
so
just going to
that's
sell
cool.
them
Yeah,
from
I
our
have
factory.
Decepticon. Let me go to.
Just the vinyl art on it.
These are pretty cool.
Yeah, this is
They're
freaking
fun.
It
awesome.
sucks.
Right? So this is not separated
Honestly.
out. This is the art that'll be on it.
So good.
So you can actually pre-order today. It will release on July 26th. And then a reminder, the full album will release digitally on September 17th on all music streaming platforms.
Now, we're going to throw it to a little anniversary for our good friend Stan Bush, who you might know has like a famous song from a movie or something
What?
for the brand.
There are 2 songs in there.
He's
Yeah.
got a jazzercise
Yeah. Did he write a jazz? All right, so let's throw it over to our good friend Stan for a little 40th anniversary celebration.
40th anniversary celebration.
Hi, this is Stan Bush, singer of the Touch and Dare from Transformers the movie. Just want to say happy 40th anniversary to Transformers fans everywhere. And always remember, you got the touch.
Thanks to Stan for the love always, but sticking with incredible talent, can
Wow,
we talk
his
about
voice has
Robinson
changed a lot.
flagship Megatron again?
How old is
We
he?
can. He's pretty awesome.
Why we're here.
So, to ensure the
What do you
most
think, Kat?
authentic and
You wonder
immersive
how old they are?
experience, hey OP, Robinson actually teamed up with the original voice talent of Megatron and worldwide talent Frank Welker. So, this has over 270 lines included, 50 custom actions. Now, it converts from robot to tank and back, all via voice or the included app. So you'll actually get to hear all that authentic nostalgia and power of Frank Welker's masterful voice command the Decepticon army or your friends in the neighborhood. So as a special nod,
Your friends in the neighborhood. I'm sorry, if you've got $900 to spend on this, you don't have many friends in your neighborhood.
as a special nod to our
Because
40th
you're not a kid.
anniversary,
You're an
included
adult.
is a
So
40th
your friends at
anniversary
work would
collector
appreciate it
coin,
and think it's cool.
which is a really sweet sweepstakes for
What?
everybody. But we have an extra awesome surprise for some lucky fans, as there are 40 Megatron units scattered throughout the world that have been signed by Frank Welker.
Whoa.
Now the catch here, in order to be a part of this lucky bunch, you need to place your pre-order before May 26th.
Okay, 40 for 40 years. Yeah, good idea.
Smart, right?
Yeah.
So you can see, this thing is massive, he is heavy, it is the most intricate of all the Transformer robots Robinson has ever created. So in bot mode, he is 21 inches tall. That's also
Give me the
tallest
price
robot
so I can
Robinson
make
has
fun of it.
ever made to hit the market.
Come on.
And it is solid. Pick this thing up, Evan.
Yes. We're playing with him a few times.
Tell
Oh, God damn.
how much machinery is included in there. It is over 8 pounds.
Yeah.
But should we
He's like
talk
a small
about...
child.
It is a small child. It is somebody's baby for sure.
Can you put him in the passenger seat to qualify for the HOV lane?
Absolutely.
All right, good. That's all we need. For everybody that lives in the Northeast, you can now get through Boston quicker.
Is that one of his voice lines?
All right. Can we talk about the insane conversion process of this?
It's pretty impressive.
It is. It's pretty crazy. Hey, Megatron. Convert.
Very silent, that Megatron.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
So he looks good in bot mode, but he is amazing and detailed as a functioning tank. It's really just Prime.
The functioning tank. Does that mean it shoots things?
Inside includes the most servo motors ever built into a Roboson bot. 36 motors, which create this and all sorts of other amazing actions that you will love doing. There's also 118 microchips inside, 6 IMUs, and that constantly monitors his balance, which gives him unparalleled stability when he is not in his tank mode.
Stability.
In tank mode, this can climb a steep incline, roll over your G.I. Joes. Why is he rolling over my G.I. Joes? That seems bad. And it can even shoot the included projectile shells included with an Optimus Prime target.
Ooh. There we go.
Now with sound
Oh,
effects.
it actually does fire
We don't have the target, but we
bullets
do
from
have
its
the
tank gun.
projectiles.
Okay.
Classic projectiles from the 80s. It's amazing.
Wow.
That's perfect for 40th anniversary. That's impressive.
But actually, I'm more of a fan of the robot mode, so hey, Megatron. Can you convert?
No response whenever they say that. That's weird. Optimus Prime
I
responded.
think the thing that I really need to talk about are those piercing red eyes. Like, he is just absolutely loaded with LEDs just all over. It's like 112 or something like that? Like, wow.
There are 112. They're ultra bright LEDs, so you can
Wow.
play with them in the dark. You can play with them
It's just
outside during the
like 2
day.
house
You can go
payments away
everywhere
kind of
with you.
thing.
Perfect.
And he does come with a whole slew of weapons in his arsenal.
Mm-hmm. Because what is Megatron without his mace or sword?
Right? So fun thing on his sword, I don't know if you can tell in the studio here, it actually does light up.
Oh, that's
It's a little
cool.
hard to see.
I mean, does he
And
just
he
pick
does
his
have
sword
his
up
mace
from a
cannon
little...
as well, and
little
then of
place?
course his cannon blaster on his right arm.
I think it'd
He
be
actually
cool if you
paired
could tell him to
really
pick up his sword and he
nicely with
walked over and
flagship
grabbed it.
Optimus Prime. So let's check out a size comparison.
Who's been hiding out
Do
underneath
they
and trying to
interact?
steal attention from Megatron?
That would be really cool if they interacted.
Well, you can see them side by side.
They do interact.
I mean, there you have it. It's a Transformer fan's dream playing out right in front of you. Our leaders side by side.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Are they just gonna fight on the table or something?
Yeah, you get to play out an episode just right in
There you
front of
go.
yourself. Yeah.
They're going to take home the rest of the stream, actually.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Actually, can they be the new hosts of these streams?
What in the world? Okay,
That would be
that's
great.
cool that they interact like that.
All right, so
It's
I
just been an
everyone
automatic
wants to know,
interaction.
How much is this? It's huge. It's
Yeah,
got to
but-
be the most expensive
Yeah.
thing ever, right?
I would imagine so.
Here comes the
What are we
price.
thinking? 2,000, 3,000?
It's just like a used car.
Yeah. So actually, Robinson did a really solid job on this one and managed to get it priced out at only $8.99.
Whoa.
$900?
There you have it. Get yours today and get in on the pre-order deadline of May 26th for your chance to get that signed
Oh
unit.
my
Only
God.
40 of them out there.
That's
So you're gonna go
that is
quickly,
just
make
incredibly
sure you get
outside
one.
of my
I know,
price
that's fine.
range.
And this This one's
And
mine.
outside of a lot of people's.
Oh, well, is that okay?
I mean,
Well, then this is mine.
if any of my fans want to send me one, I will gladly talk about it, because who doesn't want to see a blind guy interacting with a toy that transforms itself?
I'm sorry, she literally just left the studio.
Alright.
I would be so
At the beginning,
confused.
I promised pipeline reveals. So you ready? Let's get into
Pipeline
it.
reveals.
Up first, this is going to be Legacy Wave 4, for the record. Everybody
Legacy
that's,
Wave
wondering what's going
4.
on. So,
Last wave of the year for
Give
Legacy.
us,
for this year, yeah.
Yeah.
give us it.
Yeah. So I think everybody kind of expected this when we did Wave 1 way back at PulseCon, what the redeco opportunity for Megatron might be.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Nope.
up first, we have our core class Energon Galvatron. So you can see here.
Okay,
jet
core
mode
class
with the
Energon
purples.
Galvatron,
So
but
you'll
that's
see
not the
bottom
Energon
row, see what's
universe
going on.
from
This
the
will
new
get revealed
comics.
Roughly about a month or so. You'll see him soon. So,
Don't
I like to say
really.
that isn't much of a surprise.
no, not really much of a surprise. And then, rounding out our core class for the year and the wave,
Aw,
we have our
not many.
next Armorizer. But we're going to tease you guys a little. You can see here, he's got a different look.
Don't be
in
another
the vehicle
tricycle
mode.
with a
This
giant
picture,
stick
but we're not
between
gonna
its
tell you his
legs.
name or her name. I forget. His name.
We'll use they, them for now.
Hey them.
Yeah.
So you can see again new artwork, different colors, a little different than was it Boulder Crash was the first one, right?
Boulder Crash was the first one.
Yeah, which was a
little
crappy
different
one.
coming there, so you'll see more of that coming soon as well. All right, let's go into deluxe class.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a lot of fun in deluxe.
Always.
I think this one came out really awesome. Pretty sure we kind of let Takara lead design on this next one.
Yep.
So
Oh.
up first, deluxe class Quake. You can see here again this beautiful artwork. He's got some
Ooh.
weapon accessories, we'll say.
Which I suppose we should
Artwork.
say we've been using our package art that's going to be
Yeah,
showing
you
up
guys
for
are
all
getting
the
a little preview
reveals.
from the package art this time. So, next up in our deluxe class, a female jet bot from the Decepticons that we get many asks to do. I think everybody kind of expected this was coming again after PulseCon when we showed off Windblade. So, officially announcing, deluxe class Slipstream. She'll be joining the line in Wave 4. Those beautiful
Slipstream.
purples and teals.
A fan favorite
That's
ever since
cool.
the reveal and Transformers Animated. Happy to bring her in
So
here.
good. It's gonna be
Wow,
fun.
that's
Mark
nice.
did a fantastic
Yeah,
job with her.
the partialing on her and the little updates. It really looks like Slipstream. So,
Mhm.
and then I think this next one might be kind of a little left fieldish. People are going to be surprised to see this kind of styling come to
Yeah.
Legacy. But we are officially making a deluxe, very much G1 Optimus Prime, modeled after the original G1 toy.
Mhm.
Comes with the Energon Axe, his original blaster, has the very much original G1 head.
Yep, the yellow eyes.
Yeah.
The,
Aw.
yeah.
It's
Mark
really
did
cool.
a fantastic
They're
job.
making
on this
another
one. It's a
small
passion
Optimus
project,
Prime.
so-
It's fun.
I
Then we'll
guess
move on to
that's fun.
Voyager. So Metalhawk is kind of our introduction into our Japanese universe here because we're trying to hit on all of those continuities.
Super
So-
God Master Force was
Yeah.
my favorite. Yeah.
So Metalhawk's coming back. There are differences on this one versus the last release. So
Yep.
Oh,
some color
man.
updates, a couple other things.
The first release that we did was more animation accurate, and this one is more toy accurate.
Perfect.
So
Toy
you will see it
accurate
all
versus
when we
animation
actually get to
accurate.
show it.
And then
Don't you wanna
finishing
buy
out
the
our
same
Voyager
toy again in
collection
different
for the year.
colors?
This one I think is actually really awesome, mainly because I really
I
like
wonder why. Yeah.
the Optimus, but I also like blacks and purples. It's so shocking. So
Oh, it's not the beard? Oh.
Voyager animated Motormaster will be joining. You can see here he's got that new head, the new
Yeah,
deco.
Voyager animated
There's
Motormaster.
like a good beard on a bottom.
Yeah,
It's-
beard and
Would be
mustache.
pretty cool.
He's got a great head.
And then start our leader assortment for Wave 4. This is probably my favorite item of the year. And yes, I mean, if everybody knows, I mean, I might be, wearing
Oh.
buzzsaw shirts.
Just a little
So,
biased.
Say it.
anyways, leader class Soundwave will be joining
Yes!
the assortment here this year.
Finally!
Again, yes, this is that Netflix cassette player version of Soundwave that everybody has been after. It's Soundwave. He also comes with 3 cassettes. Not gonna tell
Ah,
you
now
what
you
they
just
are
need to
today,
give
'cause
us
you're gonna have to find out
Skywarp
later.
and
And then
Thundercracker.
lastly, rounding out the leader assortment, the absolute no surprise to anybody because you've been seeing it on the backs of your Tidal Wave box since like last December.
Yep.
Leader class Armada Galvatron, which
There it
you can
is.
get so you can armor up with those pieces
There's the,
from Tidal Wave as your
Galvatron.
Titan starts to come out. So
A
I
fantastic
think
color
that's just a
scheme.
yeah,
recolor of the
also really
Megatron.
awesome.
I mean, if
Just
it's
a good
not, that'd be
deco,
cool, but
Sam
I think it's just a
finished
recolor.
that one.
Yep.
So,
I wouldn't be getting
favorite
it.
thing today? What was your favorite thing to reveal?
Don't
We
have the
showed a
budget.
lot.
We did.
And for
I mean, it's the last video
recolors.
series and one exclusive. So.
You
Oh,
go
I will be
first.
getting a Perceptor
So for
because
me,
I
I'm honestly
want
like a
Steeljaw,
torn.
and I
I
hate the
really
fact
like
that
what
you
we're
have to
doing with
buy
the capsule,
Perceptor
but there's
again.
something about the A-level assortment 86 Bumblebee. that
You
is
and
just
Mark.
Like,
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, it's like makes me feel like I'm
When
like
have they
4
started
again,
talking
and
about
it's like
A-level
everything I wanted
assortment?
my mini-bot
I
to
think
be
this is
in
the first time I've heard them
1988,
mention
so I'm gonna
A-level
date myself
assortment.
here.
I have to
that
look
makes
up
me
what
incredibly
that
happy.
means.
So,
Exactly.
But for me, it is.
pretty sure they
the
haven't
leader
mentioned that
Straxus
before
we're
in
doing for
the
the comic book
stream.
program. He came out fantastic. Hasui did an amazing job with that Galvatron mold and really capturing a lot of the details that show up in the very obscure 1 or 2 pages that you actually see his old mode in the original comic. I just love it.
What do you think, Sugar?
Yeah, it's great. And then we got one more
Sugar's
of those.
asleep.
The reveal for that final one's going to be really awesome. We're going to have a special guest reveal that one.
Oh, nice.
It's social, most likely, coming to you next month. Pay attention to it. It's going to be cool. It rounds out that.
You're going to do a big Transformers reveal during the month of Joe?
It makes a lot of sense, and it's very unique. Very much not something we get to do a ton of. So,
yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, when it was pitched, everybody was like, "What?
Who? What? What are you doing?"
Oh,
like,
man.
Are you sure? Yeah, we're sure. So,
that'd be cool.
I think everybody's actually really excited. We're adding nice new bots to the line with that final
Hopefully
offering.
that's the Studio
All right,
Series.
so let's recap. Studio
Tank
Series
from the
items that you saw
fifth
today
movie.
will be available for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
All right.
on Hasbro Pulse and
Well,
select
guys,
retailers.
this has been a fun little video to make with you. I hope all of you are enjoying your Transformers Tuesday out there. Let's transform and roll out. Until next time, bye-bye for now.
There will be some